As you can see from the 15-day forecast here, we are now into very warm night temperatures here in Idaho Falls area. So both of the greenhouses have had 2-inch thick styrofoam on them all the way through winter, through fall and early spring, and now it's time to take them out. Here you can see where this has broken that I actually have 2 layers of styrofoam. I have 2 layers of 1-inch styrofoam here primarily because I didn't know if the styrofoam would bend very easy going over this curved arch. And the other greenhouse, the rock geothermal greenhouse, this is the soil geothermal greenhouse. In the rock geothermal greenhouse I have 2-inch thick pieces because I have straight walls. Here, after putting this in, I think I could have used 2-inch thick pieces instead of 2 1-inch thick pieces. But the advantage that I have with using 2 1-inch thick pieces is that I can overlap them. Now I didn't do that in last year, but I will do things a little bit differently next year. You can see where the styrofoam here has kind of come out. It hasn't stayed underneath the support here. So what I'm going to do next year is I'm going to actually take these 4-foot by 8-foot sheets and I'm going to rotate them. So right now they're like this, going up the wall. I'm actually going to rotate them on the side and overlap them by 4 feet. So I'll start here on the end, for example, with a 8-foot by 4-foot sheet laying down flat, going across this support here and to that support. Then I'll cut another one, make it 4-foot by 4-foot. I'll put the 4-foot piece against the plastic, then the 8-foot piece across that. And then from then on I'm using 8-foot sheets all the way across the front and the back, but I'm offset by 4 foot. So there'll be an overlap here at the joint. So there won't be any places where the plastic can be exposed or cold air can get through. I picked up this outdoor shed from Costco. It's a 10 by 20 and I absolutely love it. I'll have to do another video on this. It's a great shed. It's like $270, very inexpensive, very sturdy, but at any rate, this is where I store my barrels of water. I've got my styrofoam from the top of the greenhouse already stored in here. And now I'm going to take the styrofoam from what's inside the greenhouse on the walls and put it inside the outdoor storage shed. The styrofoam panels are kind of wedged in between the PVC and the plastic on the greenhouse. This plastic is dual layer and it's inflated. And so to make it easier to remove the panels, I'm actually going to turn off the inflation fan and let the air pressure recede from between the 2 layers of plastic. I can already hear the greenhouse kind of creaking as the pressure is reduced. That'll take about 15 minutes or so. Then I'll be able to remove the panels much easier. Here in the rock geothermal greenhouse, I need to do the same thing and remove all this styrofoam from the north wall. I'll be keeping all the styrofoam on the east and west walls permanently, but I'll need to remove it from the north walls and from the roof in order to get more sunlight in here. So I've got just enough room to store 4 by 8 sheets of styrofoam on this northwest side of the greenhouse. So that's where I'm going to store it, just right here. Stack them up. That's where I'll keep them throughout the year. I'm just going to start with the easiest pieces and just pull these out. These are all 8 feet long and the same distance across here, whatever it took to fit. Now I'm just going to pull these out all the way across and just lay them down there. Then I'll take the big sheets and lay them on top of that. Pretty straightforward. Nice snug fit. Love it. Because these are all uncut sheets of 4x8s, I can just pull out whatever one I want. Which makes it easier to get the other ones out and just put them on the stack. As you can tell, this goes by pretty quickly. I won't bore you with pulling all these out on video. I'll be back in just a second. It has gotten really hot in here, and it's only 10:30. We've got a clear day, so I'm going to see if I can get some more air coming through. All right, so it doesn't really make any difference which sheet I remove first. I'm just going to pick one and go with that first. Don't see that one is easier than another. This one here is not over a post, so I think I'll pull this one out first. I'm at the wrong angle. Just that easy. And just add it to the stack. These sheets here are 4x8, but I've cut them to come around the corner. So I'm just going to match up the cut piece with the corresponding piece here. And there we go. All right, I'm just going to do that for the rest of the ceiling here. So as you can see, these came out really easily. All I'm going to do is pull these other sheets out. Take me maybe 4 more minutes and I'll be done.
Well, I forgot to turn on my remote mic, so this was a blank audio here. But I just wanted to share with you what I was saying, and that is all the styrofoam's down. It came down very quickly, very easily. It'll go back up almost as quick and easy in the fall, and I think it's just a really smart way to insulate a greenhouse. There are other ways, and I'd love to hear what you guys are doing in your greenhouses, but the styrofoam is very inexpensive for the R value that it gives. It does deteriorate in sunlight, but I've been using it for 5 years and it deteriorates very little, and I would expect it to last the rest of my lifetime here that I have the styrofoam up. So I think it's a good return on investment. If you're in the Idaho Falls area, I do get this from R&S Supply. It's a roofing company, so you may check your areas and see who might be carrying 2-inch thick styrofoam, and it comes in different densities also. So that's where the styrofoam will be stored for the rest of the year until it goes back up. Now we have lots of light coming into the north, into the greenhouse. One thing you may consider is using reflective styrofoam that has the aluminum foil on one side. That way you're actually reflecting more light around and it's bouncing around in the winter inside of the greenhouse. That's another option. Or you can use the pink styrofoam you can get at big box stores too.
Here the styrofoam is put up vertically, and so I actually have to get up here and pull all of these all the way up and over like this in order to get everything out. It's a little bit more work. I will be changing it next year so that everything's put down horizontally. I think it'll be easier to manage. I think with the overlap offset, it'll be better insulation. So anyway, I'm just gonna have to grab these here, and you can see this is 1 inch and 1 inch. And I'm just going to have to kind of wiggle them out. see these are much more flexible, or fragile, however you want to look at it. There, the first one's out. We have all these black spiders here in the greenhouse. I don't know what these are. So that's one of the disadvantages of 2 layers, is that you have, and you may not be able to see that, but that's a wasp nest right here in between the plastic. So we have spiders and wasps. I'm gonna put on my gloves. I usually don't put my gloves on because my gloves get the plastic dirty, but anyway, so I'll be removing these and putting them out in the storage area. Another way to remove the styrofoam is to remove a panel from kind of in the middle of the greenhouse. Then you can just grab both panels, or one at a time, and just rotate them through this space. And there you go, they come right out. Try to be a little bit more gentle with these because they are more fragile. I had a couple pieces of styrofoam break when the wind was really hard and it was shaking the greenhouse, and it just snapped these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of this awesome Gorilla Glue, which I love for using on most everything. Just going to run a strip down the side of it, and then just like this, and then stick it onto the big piece and just let it become one piece again. And it'll be ready for this coming fall, when I will be putting the styrofoam back in. Well, I got done just in time, because you don't want to be doing this when the wind's blowing, and the wind just started picking up. So I get the styrofoam stored in there. I'll close down the back end. With the proper geothermal setup and installation, you should be able to grow food year-round, no matter where you live. This is LDS Prepper reminding you, if ye are prepared, ye shall not fear. If you're looking for seeds, the Mittleider Garden Course book, trace minerals to mix your own weekly feed, you can get all those items at ldsprepperstore.com.